see me when you turn on the lights. I'm always moving cause the city's so restless. I keep my eyes open when I'm asleep. I only take what can fit in my pockets. I drop it all if I feel the heat. Ooh, it's a slippery road where the people are liquid and ice. Ooh, it's a poisonous world where the pleasures all come at a price. Stand back, I'm a criminal mind. I keep running and I feel just fine. Don't stop when they're reading my rights. You won't see me when you turn on the lights. I walk tall, but I keep a small footprint. I never call from a telephone twice. I keep a stash in every city I've been in. I'll take a trip if the weather is nice. Ooh, it's the sweat from your hands on the dial when you're cracking the safe. Ooh, it's the part of the plan where you walk and you don't leave a trace. Stand back, I'm a criminal mind. I keep running and I feel just fine. Don't stop when they're reading my rights. You won't see me when you turn on the lights. I'm a criminal mind. I'm stepping over the line. Stand back, I'm a criminal mind. I keep running and I feel just fine. Don't stop when they're reading my rights. You won't see me when you turn on the lights. You're paranoid from the waist down. You're paralyzed with the ways you waste your time. You wanna move, but you're just mine, and you get nowhere. You pack it in for the weekend. You pick it up and you move in a straight line, and you say you're just fine when there's no one there. I could fall in love with a girl like you. I could change my life if you want me to. I would give it all for a night like that. If it's what you like, if you love me back. You put it off for a long time. You put the next episode on your TV, and you think about leaving. But you
Hello? 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 I forgot to change the text on the truck. Oh gosh. The Eeper. I'm the Eeper. Hi, I'm very convinced. I'll change the screen. It's just a good song, you know? Just grooving a little. Okay. Hi. Hello. I'm pretty convinced that I have narcolepsy, or at least some kind of sleep disorder that makes me spontaneously fall asleep for a period of time. So I'm a little late. Friends. Enemies. Past romantic partners and future nemesis. Welcome to the Log Hall. It's a celebration of simulation. We're playing more Power Wash Simulator because I'm just enjoying this game a lot lately, and that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a good time with it the last couple months, and I want to continue having a good time with it right now, instead of playing something more complicated. I'm so sleepy. Is the thing. I'm so eepy sleepy. The time haver. Am I the time haver? Do I have time? Did I say that? I'm so eepy sleepy, guys. I'm the eepiest sleepiest. They're cleaning an ancient statue. Oh, I've been having a good time. I don't know. I don't know what I say anymore. Hi, Wishy. I work with your friend Harper for the Global Archaeological Society, and we desperately need your help. All the recent seismic activity, coupled with the worst storm in living memory, has unearthed the most extraordinary statue I've ever seen. Oh gosh, the big yawn. We've no idea who made it or when, but we're hoping that with your help, those questions will start to get answered. Thanks so much, Sonia. I have yawned 17 times. I forgot about yawn command. Oh. I forgot that at some point we washed, didn't we wash a camper at one point and they said they would give it to us? Why is our van here instead? I guess that's someone else's camper. Volcano's still going wild out there. How y'all doing? I also like that they did that, Cora. It's an objectively funny thing to do. Hi, Wishy. Thanks for heading all this way out of town. It's great to catch up again. Can you believe the quality of this statue? This thing is likely over 800 years old. Wow. That's pretty fucking old. 8,000. That's even fucking older. It's also directly facing Mount Rushless, almost like it's keeping watch. I think you cleaned the camper and were given it as a gift and then gave it to Harper for some reason. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember the story. What do you think I am? Some kind of rememberer. Hello, Arby. Arby was here right on time and I was late because I was asleep. I can be a little narcoleptic as a treat. Keep playing the same guy, Andrew, in volleyball, and he keeps beating me. You can't beat Andrew. I'm so sorry that Andrew is kicking your ass at Switch Sports. Is this a bot named Andrew, or is this Andrew a person? Is it Andrew Hussey? Sleepy squirrel. It's true. No, I'm very convinced that I have some form of narcolepsy. It's probably something I should talk to a doctor about, but then I would have to do a sleep study, and no one fucking wants that. I don't want to have to do a sleep study. Then I'll have to sleep at a fucking hospital. I can't do that. I don't think they'd let me bring my stuffed sharks there. Here's the thing. I need like 5 different plushies with me to sleep because if I'm not in a plushie pile, then plushie can't sleep. Plushies are not meant to sleep alone. Well, I can't sleep on purpose. Doctor to a doctor. Oh, that's true. That's good. I like that. Oh, can they do home sleep studies now? Damn it. That means I have no excuse. Where? Where is the dirt on this guy? Ah. Same when you were at a hospital for surgery. Yeah. Thankfully, the last time I needed a surgery, it was just appendicitis. And they were able to release, or like I was able to be released after just a day. So I, went there at night, had the surgery at night. They knocked me out for the surgery. I woke up, and then they didn't need to keep me because I was capable of eating solid food. Got a little like $500 bowl of cream of wheat because the hospitals are atrociously expensive. I'm sure it didn't actually cost $500, but it definitely was an amount of money that was not acceptable for a bowl of cream of wheat. But being capable of eating a bowl of cream of wheat meant that I could go home, so it worked out in the end for me. And then my dad came to visit, and he said, "Yeah, I can do grocery shopping stuff, and pay for your groceries and stuff since you can't work for the next couple weeks." And then I said, "That's cool." And then he made me come to the grocery store with him while I was on a bunch of painkillers and like barely could like stay on my feet because I think he just wasn't thinking about it. Anyway, this was all years ago. I'm just thinking about the last time I got surgery now. Um, God, that was probably 6 or 7 years ago now. Maybe 8 or 9. I don't know. That's weird to think about. The passage of time is strange. Anyway, how y'all doing? What are y'all up to today? Really? You have to put the scaffold very far back from this thing. RB is simply chilling. You love to see it. Your sophomore year of college? Okay. Yeah, no, you were definitely around when it happened. I was a mess. I tried to call in sick, and my boss kind of guilted me a little bit about it over the phone, so I went to work anyway. Because, it's just a tummy ache. It's not that bad. I'm sure it'll go away. And then it didn't go away. And I tried a bunch of, like pills that make your stomach feel better. Like, I did, like, some Pepto-Bismol and stuff like that. I tried laying down. Maybe it's a muscular thing. I'll lay down in a warm bath. That didn't help either. And then I finally went, look, I cannot remain in this much pain for any longer. I should go to the hospital. And it turned out my appendix was exploding. So, good thing I went when I did. Actually, I didn't even go to a hospital. I went to an urgent care. And they looked at me like I was insane. They looked at me like I was insane and were like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Go to the hospital so they can give you a fucking ultrasound or a CAT scan to check if your fucking organs are exploding or not." So that was pretty funny. I guess whoever made it had advanced mythology already. That's true. This guy seems pretty advanced and mythological. The webbed spine along the back. Is this some sort of reptile deity? You beat Andrew? Fuck yeah. Yeah, human doctors should spend less time scanning cats and more time scanning humans, probably. Everyone loves looking at cats, you're right. You've already given up on the rhythm game? What rhythm game was it? Why are you giving up? Rhythm games are hard. Yeah. That's what I like about a rhythm game. It's a particular type of difficulty that I'm good at. Yeah, I should probably just do this the correct way instead of trying to jump shot it. There's still more there. There we go. Rhythm fighter, basically a rhythm beat 'em up. Every time you got home from the cancer center, your kitty used to need to come over and give you a CAT scan. Oh. Oh no, that's so cute. See, I don't have a kitty, and I didn't have a kitty at the time either, so there was no one to give me a CAT scan when I got home. I also love rhythm games and rhythm genre crossover games, but yeah, I feel like a lot of them are kind of mid. You're not wrong there. Hey. 10 years since the modern world is. Yeah. It's the 10-year anniversary of DashCon. I read a little snippet of an interview with one of the people involved in the creation of DashCon. Unfortunately, she was 17 at the time, and she was basically being forced to work as a con organizer because I think she had the idea to approach adults about it, and those adults had no idea how to run a convention. It sounded really upsetting. She's the girl in the classic DashCon ball pit picture where there's people sitting in it, and there's like a person dressed up as Eridan Ampora standing outside of it and stuff. It's that. It's one of the people in there. It's the one wearing the tiara. She did an interview because the actual people who, you know, did it, the adults who like should have been being responsible and doing a good job, basically like bailed, is my understanding. They just kind of are completely off the grid now. That's rough. Yeah, no, it sounds bad. She apparently feels a lot of guilt for like ruining fandom for everyone, apparently. Like, good lord, can you imagine being that person at 17 years old? Welcome to Long Haul Sad Hours. We're talking about things that are sad and terrible. Oh, I can't do sick tricks. Good to know DashCon's history a little, though. Yeah. Early VidCon, although VidCon was always very organized. I've never been to VidCon. Honestly, the only major convention thing that I've ever been to is New York Comic Con 2012. I think it was 2012. Which was pretty cool. I've been to several smaller conventions. I was about to say a lot of. I haven't been to a lot of smaller conventions. I've been to several though. I'd love to go to Emerald City Comic Con one day, but they're just so expensive. Of course, these things aren't necessarily literal. The Egyptians had statues with the heads of storks and cows. I see. Doesn't mean the pyramids were chock full of fish and hay. So true, I'm always saying that. Went to a couple early VidCons back in your YouTube days. That's cool. Managed to visit the outside of VidCon before they started enforcing badges. That's kind of neat. Yeah, like I've always wanted to be the kind of person who's going to conventions regularly. I just It's always been a time issue and then a money issue. It's just very difficult to get me in the door of a convention because of all that. You street past I Justine at VidCon. Mostly just SDCC since you were a kid because free local thing. Yeah. SDCC seems cool. Honestly, seems a little bit big for my tastes. One thing that I'd love to do is there's a convention in the Seattle area called Short Run, where it's effectively just like a zine convention. It's just a bunch of people set up tables and sell zines. Unfortunately, being able to buy a bunch of cool zines would involve having money, though. Or would need to involve having money, so it would need to be something that would have to wait until such a time that I am financially secure. Oh, okay. A giant zine collection at the library where you work. That's cool. It makes sense that it would be zine as in magazine. Yeah. Secretly pronounce it Zine. I never have. I could see people doing it. It makes sense. There are a lot of words that I just kind of pronounce wrong in my head, even though I know how to pronounce them. Oh, I did. Zine is a nicotine thing. Oh, it is, isn't it? Isn't that a nicotine gum? I know I've seen like boxes of it or like little containers of it. You do this with Archipelago. You know how to say it, but do not. Yeah. Pronouncing words incorrectly on purpose is fun. Unfortunately, I've had to stop myself from mispronouncing Spanish words on purpose. Because I live with a Spanish teacher. And it makes them unhappy. I live with a high school Spanish teacher. Neck slab is such a good phrase. You're cleaning the neck slab right now. Hell yeah. I'm fond of face slab. I didn't say anything, but I noticed that when I went from the neck to the chin, it was going from neck slab to face slab. And I thought that was funny. Wow, this thing is awkward. Ear slab. We got slabs all over, baby. This makes me think about Borderlands 2. So come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. It's been a while since I've seen Rocky Horror. I think that's how that bit goes. Never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show all the way through. Huh. I've seen it all the way through a whole bunch of times, and I've also been to live performances of the stage show, the Rocky Horror Show. All of which were very good and fun. I understand why Rocky Horror makes people uncomfortable. But God, I love it. I love it a lot. I love it more than it probably deserves. Because it's also, watching it is also like a community thing, you know? You're not just watching it alone. Watching a Rocky Horror alone is the incorrect way to watch Rocky Horror. You gotta watch it with a group of people, and at least one person has to know the things you're supposed to shout at it. All of those stage shows were designed for people to shout at also, by the way. Need to see it again, but you always love it. Yeah. I fully understand and appreciate why it makes people uncomfortable and why people don't want to watch it, and honestly why people think it's like in some ways queerphobic. I fully understand. Cannot share that opinion. Incapable of having that opinion of Rocky Horror. It was too formative for me as like a work of queer media, you know? Clean that ear slab. I've always wanted to go to a shadow cast. I don't think I... Oh, a shadow... Yeah. I've never seen a shadow cast. I have a friend who I guess used to do some shadow cast stuff for Repo the Genetic Opera. With the like the guy who wrote and created it, who also plays the grave robber. The thing about Repo is it's a shame about the everything about the creator, about him being sort of a terrible person. Because goddamn, that music is catchy. Having said that, have you heard of the aquatic ape theory? Can't say I have, Sonia. Some believe that we humans spent part of our African prehistory living semi-aquatically. Huh. They say it's why we're the only hairless apes with webbed hands and an insulating skin layer of fat under our skin. Is that true? Is this a thing that people talk about and believe? I've never heard this one. I'd always thought it a fringe theory before. Starting to think these aren't real archaeologists and you've been hired by some crackpot who's impersonating a professional. This is Power Wash World lore? Okay, I feel like I've heard the phrase aquatic ape theory before. And it's one of those things that, like, as someone who enjoys perusing conspiracy theories and stuff, and like fringe theories and stuff. Someone who just like enjoys that as a pastime. It seems like the kind of thing that would be a thing. No, this is bothering me now. I have to see if this is an actual... No, aquatic ape theory. That is a thing, the aquatic ape hypothesis. Postulates that ancestors of modern humans took a divergent evolutionary pathway from the other great apes by becoming adapted to a more aquatic habitat. While the hypothesis has some popularity with the lay public, it's generally ignored or classified as pseudoscience by anthropologists. Okay. Neat. Thank you, Wikipedia. I mean, on paper, I can see how you would see those connections and then go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, I can see on paper how you would end up believing that. There we go. Distinctly remember exactly what I was listening to and playing this level, and it was a vlog of a man named Don who attended a Batman versus Robin anniversary screening. It's like a justification for secret underwater cities of Atlanteans. True. Honestly, that's probably why I've heard the term before. Talking about Atlantis is very popular in the kind of like conspiracy theory enjoyer circles. I feel bad calling myself a conspiracy theory enjoyer because it sounds like I might believe in some of them, or otherwise am disregarding the bad things about conspiracy theories, and I'm not. Basically every conspiracy theory is incredibly anti-Semitic. I just find it interesting to explore what things people have been led to believe. I think that's a really interesting thing to think about. Oh, Batman and Robin. Watch Batman versus Robin. I think there is a movie based on a comic called Batman versus Robin. I would need to look into it. Yeah, there is a movie of Batman versus Robin. I believe it's about Batman and Damian Wayne. At a vague glance, it looks like it's partially based on the Court of Owls storyline. Which is like a secret society of super rich people who are also supervillains, if I remember correctly. I don't know a lot about DC stuff in general, but this is what I've gleaned from my partner and the people who I live with who are more into DC stuff than I am. But yeah, no, I think I have in my house there is a copy of Batman vs. Robin, so I just thought you were talking about that. That movie is about to be 10 years old. Perhaps similar to what I find interesting about cults? Probably, because what I find interesting about cults is also the same thing I'm describing here. Like it's sort of a calling it a morbid curiosity feels reductive. You know what I mean? Like saying it's a morbid curiosity feels like I'm almost saying I'm saying it in a bad way. I don't know. Well, it looked like again I was just glancing at Google for like a half a second, but it looked like Batman versus Robin came out in 2015. The movie, so it's almost 10 years old, but it's not 10 years old because Batman and Robin I want to say came out in 1997. The campy one with the back credit card, yeah. The one that people hate, even though it's objectively a very fun movie. I think my hottest take of all, my two hottest comic book related takes is that Batman and Robin is a good movie, and that Peter Parker can eat shit. Like that man can fuck right off. Not a fan of the friendly neighborhood man. No, I'm a fan of every Spider-Man. I love Peter Parker. I think Peter Parker needs to stop being the Spider-Man. I think if he's going to continue being the Spider-Man, he needs to get older and advance past the same fucking 5 years of life that every storyline is interested in talking about. Um, I think that the way Peter Parker is written is bad, frankly. Like, the best version of Peter Parker that we've had on screen is Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. As far as, like, comic versions go, um, I honestly couldn't tell you what run, like, has the best version of Peter. Honestly, the transition for the Spider-Gwen comics, when they went from Spider-Gwen to Spider-Gwen colon Ghost Spider, and then a few months later to just Ghost Spider, Peter, as he was presented in those books, was pretty good. And that was 616 Peter. Like that's main Marvel Universe Peter, even though Gwen is from Earth 65. They should make him park more. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't really park all that much. Yeah, he lives in New York. He rides the subway or he uses webs. Mm. Okay, I got some sneezes and a little bit of water. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing. It's me, the sneezer. Doc, I don't know where you're at, but if it's anywhere near Muckingham, then you need to get out right now. The volcano's gonna go off. Mount Rushless could blow any minute. Praying I've got the time to scoop up Ma and Pa first. I hope he's got the time to scoop up Ma and Pa first, too. Impatient I am for the PC port of Sony's Insomniac's Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was a really good game. Frankly, I have the same problem with Sony's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, with Insomniac's Sony's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, that I do with a lot of Spider-Man media, which is that I wish it was less about Peter. I wish that Peter was less the main character. But it is a very good game. It's very fun. I 100%ed it. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man a lot. And thankfully, I wasn't planning on getting that game, but thankfully, one of my housemates decided that she was going to grab it when it came out, so I got to play it. Really into his characterization in the first game. Me too. It's one of the better versions, for sure. Plus, I love Yuri Lowenthal. I think Yuri Lowenthal is really good at playing Peter Parker. He's done it in like 5 or 6 different things now, I think. If I remember correctly, he was in one of the Spider-Man cartoons. Oh, hell yeah. That was a cool maneuver. Love Miles. Yeah, I also love Miles. Honestly, I'm biased in favor of my favorite Spider-Man character, Spider-Man type character. But my desperate hope for Spider-Man 3, if and when that ever happens, is that Gwen shows up. I need to be able to play as Spider-Gwen. It's important. Because I knew who Spider-Gwen was before she was cool. Before everyone saw her in the funny movie and decided they were in love with her. What are we missing on this dang necklace? When will we get Spider Plushie? I would love to have a Spider version of Plushie. Actually, wait. We have Spider Plushie, don't we? Yeah, wait. Let me cut back to the intro screen real quick. I left the Halloween image on there. Look at me. Look at me in the bucket. Look at me in the bucket. Spider Gwen. Spider Gwen costume. I adore this picture, by the way. This picture's wonderful. It's a really good picture. It's wonderful. There we go. I want more C2 family photos. Me too. I do still wish I was better at drawing so that I could contribute in some way, but I don't know. Unfortunately, I've been doing art on and off for a very long time and I never really improve, and I've kind of decided that it's not that fun for me anymore, so. Ah, dang. I didn't get to do my cool maneuver that time. And, you know, this isn't me saying that, like, oh, I couldn't possibly learn or anything. It's just not the art form that I feel like I'm best at, and so I don't really do it anymore. I don't know. This sounds very compliment fishy when I say it like this. It's not. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm just trying to say that, you know, regardless of whether I may or may not be actually good, I just don't find improving at or trying to improve at art to be fun. That's the thing. You know, since I don't want to like do art for a job or whatever, like do drawing specifically for a job or whatever, I don't find it like satisfying to practice and improve. It's just kind of frustrating. So I kind of stopped doing it eventually. My problem is, I would love to be able to take the images in my head and make them images that are not in my head. Which is why I constantly go back on that, and I'm like, well, maybe I do want to spend a long time practicing and whatnot, but, you know. I have a very with the disability, I have a very like limited amount of energy to put toward that kind of thing, and if I'm gonna do it, I would rather put it toward thinking about stories and actually writing things than drawing pictures that I'm deeply dissatisfied with. Feel very much, yeah. Drawing simply very hard, yeah, it is. I think part of my problem is that when I was young, when I was in like elementary school or whatever, um, I would draw little comics and stuff, and I was constantly getting the like, oh, you're such a good artist, like you're really good at this, and it's wonderful that you made this and all that. So like I started doing it more and more. I started getting better and better at it, and then at some point I just sort of hit a cap. And honestly, I think I've improved since high school, but I think I sort of hit a soft cap in how good I'm capable of being at art while still having fun in high school. Um, but I had already really internalized like oh, you're so good and you're supposed to be great at this and blah blah blah, which turned it like stressful instead of fun. Anyway, this isn't a therapy session. Very similar, although younger. Love doing MS Paint art though. Yeah. I don't know. I redrew the same like 5 pages of a comic like 3 different times for a story that's been in my head for a long time called Hard Work, which is about superheroes. And I say it's been in my head for a long time. It's evolved and changed a lot over time. It's not the same story it was 15 years ago or whatever. It's a very different story now, but like I have been playing with these ideas for a long time. Like I'm just looking if I can find any hard work stuff that I feel okay about sharing. Um Oh, in your radical opinion, I see. What does this mean for the next hard work update? I don't know. It's been like 5 years. The last page that I drew was in 2019, so I don't know if it's happening. I think the next time that I do anything related to hard work, it's gonna be either purely writing, or it's gonna be like, or it's gonna be like I convince someone else to do a comic for me. Um, Here we go. There's a plan. There's a page. It's not good. I'm comfortable showing what my art looked like 6 years ago. This is probably still up on like Tapas or whatever if you want to see the whole thing. But like, I don't know. I don't hate it. It is a little bit Brian Lee O'Malley for sure. Don't compare me to him. Yeah, that's why I picked that page. Don't compare me to him is funny. I still think that's a good line. Um, big stretch. And I don't know. The rest of it's just kind of whatever. We love hard work. I love hard work as an idea, and I'd love to do more with it someday, but it's not going to be a comic if I'm the one who's making it in its entirety. Also, just doing a comic is a lot of work. Doing a comic is a lot of work and it's really hard. Hard work to work harder. Have I ever tried how Paranatural works now? No, I haven't. I, I should probably consider it, but like I'm just more interested in purely writing prose now. I think I think if I was doing something like that where it's kind of just become sort of an illustrated novel, I would need to again have someone else doing the art. Like I just don't know that I feel comfortable enough with how well I can draw poses and stuff to think I could do a good job with it. Speaking of creative projects, though, I auditioned for a voice acting role. That's weird. That's new and weird. Squirrel sounds. Yeah, it's like a character in like a sort of psychological horror thing. Um, Based on like old cartoons and puppet shows and stuff like that. And the character that I auditioned for was a a sailor puppet. You know what I mean? A puppet, the star of a puppet show who is a sailor. Ah. The plushie got typecast as a puppet. No, honestly, I have to be straight up with you. The reason that I thought the project looked interesting is because I'm funny cartoon and also funny puppet on top of being funny plushie. It wasn't typecasting unless it counts as typecasting if you do it yourself. But I feel like the word typecasting sort of implies it's other people doing it to you. It's not yet realized the potential of Therian actors. I agree. Um, but yeah, it's sort of a smaller project. It's got to me it's got a little bit of Cable 2 vibes. It's not live video or anything obviously, but like it's got a little bit of like the sort of artistic intent of Cable 2 vibes to me where it's like a small project that a group of people is making and wants to tell an interesting and creative sort of narrative. Um, I don't know. I think it sounds really cool. um, Method acting for cartoons, exactly. You understand me. Um, See, now I've talked about it so much that I'm like, well, maybe I should like pull up the file for like the it's called an audition, but it's more like a couple of quick line reads. We are the cartoon heroes. So true. The thing about it is that it's also kind of embarrassing. It's embarrassing to put yourself out there. Which is weird because I don't find it embarrassing to do things live. Doing things live I find perfectly doable and acceptable, and I don't really get embarrassed. But as soon as it's like as soon as it's like oh, we're gonna record this, or like we're this is a recording, you can do multiple takes and stuff, I get like so hung up in I guess perfectionism. Okay. $99. I should probably just go press the button that highlights the thing that I'm missing. Oh, there's a little bit. Arm slabs, back slabs, face slabs. Okay. Let's see about doing I guess the back slabs first because it's the first in the list. It must be somewhere in the cracks here, right? There we go. Even though I wasn't seeing it when I was pressing the highlight button. Okay, face. Eh. I fell down. Ah. Return the slab or suffer my curse. That also is my first thought every time I see the word slab. Okay, there we go. And then there's an arm somewhere that I'm missing. Oh. 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 Please help me, I've done a terrible thing and now my beloved stunt plane is egg bound. Well, this was unexpected. It kind of scared me. Is he laser blasting the volcano? That is going towards the volcano. Let me get my scaffold out of the way, buddy. Oh, is it not letting me pick up the scaffold? Well, I've still got a gnome to find, so... Maybe I gotta do this first. I didn't even read the... Thanks so much for your help with the statue. We're in awe. We're taken aback by the statue itself, let alone the beam of light that it fired at the volcano. So much to discover about these peoples. Like, who on earth were they? All of this is looks pretty fishy, wishy. There's gotta be a gnome somewhere. There it is. Oh my god, it's so far away. I don't even know if that's like visible to the stream. Wow, he is out there. Gnome spotted. Nice find. Thanks. Alright, I guess we'll clean the stunt plane. We got time. We got time. We got 40 minutes. My mom always told me never trust a man with a unique mustache, so I accept a job from an absolute unit with a top lip like an angry beaver. Truth is, the stunt work has dropped off, and I take work where I can. We were doing some kind of revenge mission egg drop on this temple out in the middle of nowhere, and obviously the whole egg thing went terribly wrong. To be fair, it would have been fine if had the client not instead insisted that we dived low so that he could get the last shot in himself, and we overtook all the eggs on the way down. Multiple embryonic bird strikes to the engine later, and it's a miracle we made it down safely at his airport, albeit with eggs on our faces. I don't know what voice I was doing there. I don't even know if I was doing a voice there. It felt like I was. Oh. Oh, there's a new nozzle. Wait. I didn't have that nozzle unlocked before. What is that? $2,400. Oh, I want it though. His airport guy must have been working for the mayor. Yeah. Hey, this looks like a private, relatively small private airfield. Makes sense to me. Remember when you did this level, you were listening to a post-Game Awards New Year's Games and Life Year in Review podcast recorded in car at night. Huh. Okay, so that was weird. What was weird, Calvin? Talk to me. Just as I was getting the heck off Rushless, there was this huge flash of light. Thought I was just a goner for sure, but no, the volcano just instantly calmed. I helped. I saved the city. She's starting to gurgle again now, but whatever it was should hopefully buy us some time to get everyone out of Muckingham, at least. I guess I didn't save the city. I slowed down the thing that was going to destroy the city. Really, this whole game is a metaphor. Entropy gets us all in the end. You temporarily saved the city. I sure did. So yeah, back to the thing I was talking about. I'm excited about the idea of this project. It seems really neat, and I'm hoping that I get the funny role. Then I can be the gender fluid puppet because the character is in fact a gender fluid puppet. A gender fluid puppet with red hair. It's like this role was made for me. It's like fate. To be fair, I don't strictly identify as gender fluid. I don't really know how I'm supposed to identify. I have some genders. That's for sure. What am I missing on the engine here? There we go. That was kind of fun. Boy, girl, boy, perhaps. That's true. I am the boy, girl, boy with the mostess, as we all know. This is a thing that people are always saying about me. You're flossing. You're not doing the dance. I think you could do the dance while you're doing your teeth. You just need some extra hands. Hello, nice to meet you for the very first time ever. Hi, Timmy Timerson. I understand you'll be working at my private airport. Already am, bud. Gender half an A press. So true. I will be relying on you to show the utmost discretion. Yeah, this is definitely the mayor's thing. Cora was right. We have some of the most important and secretive people in the world coming in and out of here, so whatever it is that you see is not to be discussed with any other human. Is that clear? He even signed it with his own initials instead of Timmy Timerson. Look, man, I'm just a fucking power washer. I don't know what you want from me here. I'm just a guy with a funny water blast. Just a guy with a funny water blast, Squirtle. If you wanna hear a funny autism moment, do you ever? Did you know that I spent fucking most of my life until I was like fucking 20 or something, thinking that Squirtle was squirrel plus turtle because he has like a curly little tail. He's got like a funny little curly tail like a cartoon squirrel has. And I was like, oh, it's like a squirrel turtle. I see. No, he's a turtle that squirts. He's a turtle that squirts, guys. I don't know what to tell you. You think it's all three? To give you an example, only yesterday we had a private jet fly in. You don't need to tell me this, Timmy. I'm just here to clean this plane. Who knows what was in the briefcases that they were carrying, but I can tell you tell you for nothing that it wasn't stationary. All right, man. You're kind of implicating yourself. Now, if you went around telling that to any Tom, Dick, or Barry, we'd all be in it. I feel like if I started doing a job like this and someone started sending me texts like that, I would go, okay, man, discretion costs extra, so I'm either going to leave or you're going to double my pay rate. The squirter. Honestly, the squirter has permanently changed my brain chemistry. That image has permanently altered the way I look at the world. Text messages are not legally binding. Ooh. If I was doing this IRL, I would spray at the ground under me at max power like Super Mario Sunshine and fly to the moon. That's a good idea. Wishy, we found something else amazing in the desert. Ready for a historic moment? Another historic moment? I'm sure it'll be an historic moment. Every day brings a new reason to keep your mouth shut. Every day brings a new reason to get your mouth shut. Quote from my parents. Jesus Christ. What a funny line. Yeah. We got a couple flying out tonight. Cool, man. Is it you and your wife? Okay, they're not a couple, but you get my meaning. Oh, is it you and your cat? Cool. Stream is back. Huh. I didn't notice it die. It didn't drop any frames on my end. That must have been Twitch. That's strange. Huh. Gone for like 10 seconds. Huh. Weird. It felt like years. I love to clean a funny plane. Simply love it when an airplane happens. Which reminds me, I have to play Flight Simulator at some point. Slagthoth and Monster Hunter looks like the movie design of the Vogons from H2G2. Okay, wait. I can't remember in my head what Slagthoth looks like, but... Oh, those guys. Okay. You know what? I see it. I can definitely see it. Unfortunately, image results are just full of fucking AI art now. So half of these are just weird AI art. Anyway, y'all can't see it, so it doesn't really matter that much. Also, at some point, this billionaire, probably the most secretive in the world, he's flying in. Oh, I see. I can't believe Elon Musk is going to be here. He's a business acquaintance of mine. He's probably the most interesting of the lot. He lives in a cave like a superhero. Says he's accessorized the heck out of it and that he's going to take me there one day. Can't wait. Alright. Cool, man. He lives in a cave like a superhero. So when you look for a picture, it'll just create a picture for you on the fly. God. I hate AI art. Like, I know a lot of people like it for reasons that aren't the stupid reasons. Like, there are a lot of stupid reasons to like it, but I know a lot of people like it for non stupid reasons, but I still hate it and hate looking at it and hate interacting with it. Oh god, sneeze. Oh god. You know, I muted my mic that time and everything, and then I didn't sneeze. I really went out of my way to make it a pleasant sneeze experience. Got a link to uBlock Origin blacklist for AI search results. Yeah, I saw people passing those around a while back, and I didn't do it. It's probably worth it though. Ah, there we go. Particularly it blocks generated articles. Cool. I'm I'm copying that link and then I'm pasting it. Nope. Wow, this is annoying. Okay. Now I have that pulled up in my browser. In my Bowser. My big funny turtle man. This is what you want out of a long haul stream, right? Random bad free association of words. This is the long haul content you crave. Correct? I'm creating The Long Haul the movie, and it's just 3.5 hours. It's like a Christopher Nolan length film. But it's just a single static shot of me doing free association of random words. It's really experimental. Most people wouldn't understand it. Here we go. And front wheel support. Yay! That would do numbers on cable too. It might. I mean, one time I streamed like an hour and a half of just gifs of things rotating. And that's kind of an all-timer in my opinion. That's kind of an all-time cable 2 stream. I love that that this game has like weird surf physics almost. I don't think you can actually surf, but like it does weird things when you jump on slopes. I know that like Temmie was watching the rotating objects stream and was just like sending me like tons and tons of extra ones that I didn't have. You think about it frequently? Nice. Alright, let's find this gnome. The classic Temmie assist. Oh, I guess I can't go over there. Okay. Oh, and I can't go past here either. Okay. Good to know. Huh. Huh. Gnome? 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 Wait, is that a gnome? That's a gnome. Yeah! Yeah, gnome! Time for your scheduled sleep mode? Fair enough. It's about time for me to end the stream. Because I don't really have much else to do with the last 10 minutes, because doing things in this game takes much longer than that. Night night, Quinn. So true. I hope you have the best night of all. It'd be funny if the gnome was in the tower, but I was too sleepy to type it. Welcome to Sleepy Stream. The long haul? More like the sleeping haul. More like the long sleep. Sweet mercy, you're a marvel. I've just been asked if I'm free to do a Bell tailside for the new Mint Spice Christmas movie, and I can, and it's all thanks to you. Great. The sleeper car on a train. You're so right. Oh man. Oh man, that's so good. Oh, that's good. I like it. Oh, I'm the honor. Gotta clean an ancient monument next. I think we're almost done, right? There's not that much left on the little progress bar. I weirdly want to finish this game. It's not even a good simulation. But I want to finish it, and I don't want to do it off stream because I started it on stream and I've exclusively played it on stream. Huh. Neat. Random miscellaneous jobs. You're in the last few levels. Cool. Cool beans. The coolest beans of all. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired. I'm sleepy and I'm tired and I'm so sleepy. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta do the thing. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners and future nemesis, thanks for watching The Long Haul. It's a celebration of simulation. So happy to be here. Oh god, I can't stop yawning. Gonna put that yawn in myself. All right, I'm gonna go. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Understand how the world was before it fell apart. When it all seemed new for a girl like you. I could fall in love with a girl like you. I could change my life if you want me to. I would give it all for a night like that. If it's what you